What is going on, beautiful people? It is your girl Marquita. I'm with Team TRM coming at you with another video. Hopefully you enjoy it. But before we get started, I do want to give a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm not qualified to give you any financial advice. Please be sure to seek financial guidance if need be by a professional. This video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Crypto trading, and any form of investing carries inherent risk, including potential full loss of funds. There are no guarantees or insurances against the aforementioned potential loss. I am also an affiliate and may receive some form of compensation if you decide to use the links below this video and or any subsequent pages or videos visited for getting started. This is at no additional cost to you. You do not have to use any of my links to get started and may look elsewhere, or you can go directly to the websites themselves. You can find the full disclaimer listed in the description box below. So I've been on this passive income journey for quite some time. For as long as I can remember, I've been attempting to forge my own way instead of the typical route of working until retirement for someone else. Along the way, I've made a number of mistakes. I've learned some very hard lessons and had some great successes, all of which I'm truly thankful for since it's led me to where I am today. Looking back on this journey, I can see where I could have put a lot more effort, and one of those places could have put me in a place that I could have likely only imagined in the very near future. Recently, I received a question similar to, if I only had $100 per month to risk, which opportunity would I start with? This person wanted full transparency, they wanted access to withdraw their funds when they wanted to, and they wanted something that has proven to be long-term. I thought about it for a while, and I realized that this niche of passive income opportunities, it's not an easy one. You have to get a lot right, like the opportunity choice, the timing of joining the opportunity, your personal strategy, all of this in order to be successful, and then it still requires a bit of luck. It's not for everyone, and it's really hard to fathom for most people that you're going to likely have a lot of failures along your way to success. My answer to his question was that I would personally invest my time and my money into a skill that I can monetize. I would find a way to use that skill to be a part of this new creator world that we're living in today. Like, I would try to create digital products, I would learn to educate, I would learn to entertain, etc. However, that was not feasible for him due to his time constraints at this time. So I thought about it a little bit more, and I would actually do the next best thing, which is buying Bitcoin or top altcoins and holding. For me, not doing so earlier is one of the biggest mistakes that I've made to date. So I got started with crypto way back in 2013. I can remember vividly that Bitcoin was worth less than $800 a coin. The issue is I didn't get started because I saw the value in collecting Bitcoin. I was 27 years old and looking for more ways to add cash to my bottom line. Bitcoin was just a means to get the fiat that I desired at the time. So I purchased, I earned, and spent Bitcoin like it was completely worthless. So let's take a look at a few examples that I was able to pull. Now, obviously, this is going way back to 2013, so it was really hard for me to find a number of the transactions that I was doing. Some were on different emails, etc. But here is one transaction back from 2013. You can see this transaction is 0.66 Bitcoin. Here is another one where I actually sent over 1 Bitcoin, and you can see $500.18. Again, this is way back in 2013, 1.125 Bitcoin from my Coinbase account. So well over $500 there. And then we jump into 2016. You can see that this was for $429. The Bitcoin was just under a half a Bitcoin, and the exchange rate at that time was $960.59. And I continued doing transactions over the years. So if we look at jumping to 2017, here's my Coinbase account. So I purchased 1 Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, on February 1st, 2017. It was worth $988.51. Here's another transaction a couple of weeks later for $405.96. I got 0.378 Bitcoin. And again, here are more transactions from 2017. You could see $199, 0.24. You can see this was $40, 0.3. I spent $400 to get 0.3 Bitcoin, had casually sitting in one of my wallets just under half a Bitcoin. Other transactions for $400. I was routinely depositing cash basically into my wallets. I was utilizing different accounts to purchase Bitcoin, and I was doing that regularly. So you could see again, $400 here, $400 here, but look at the Bitcoin amounts. You could see $100 gave me 0.084 at the time. Here are more transactions. Again, another $400 here worth 0.417. These are all from 2017. You could see 0.003 Bitcoin, 0.15 Bitcoin, 0.3 Bitcoin, 0.62 Bitcoin, 0.52 Bitcoin. I mean, and this is only a small amount of transactions that I did from 2017. I didn't want to bore you with tons and tons and tons of transactions, but just to give you an idea, had I kept even just the few Bitcoin transactions that I've just shared with you, it would have been worth over $418,000 to me today. And in the grand scheme of things, that may not seem like much, but it's not today that I'm actually thinking of. Now, if I use an even bigger fraction of transactions that I did from 2013 through 2019, the number would be closer to $4.5 million today. $4.5 million today. Now that is definitely worth it. While I've been able to create an income that I enjoy, if I knew back then what I actually know today, I would have been more keen to hold most of the Bitcoin that I was purchasing, and I would have began holding it much earlier than I actually started to do so. Hindsight, of course, is always 20/20, but with Bitcoin price ultimately trending upwards, I would actually implement a plan to buy and hold Bitcoin or other top cryptocurrencies. This would be in preparation for what may come in the next several years. A few people may be wondering if they've missed the boat on crypto. At the time of recording this video, Bitcoin has taken what some people call a dip to $58,638.52. So here is that chart. It's May 1st. You can see what the pricing is here, and we see that it's bloody, it's red here if we're just looking at today. But when looking at the year to date, we can see a different story. So we see that this trend line is now actually green, and even more so when we're looking at a 10-year span. So you can see this is going from November 1st of 2014 up through today, and the chart is green. So I don't necessarily think that Bitcoin has taken a dip. It's actually been on an upward trend in spite of all of its pullbacks and price dips. Some are predicting that Bitcoin has a chance to go to $1 million per coin in the next decade. So here are the takeaways here. I highlighted that the algorithm predicts the price of Bitcoin to surpass $1 million by 2040 and reach a high as much as $3 million by 2048. So if this proves true, had I held on to all of my Bitcoin that I purchased and earned, I would be worth around $76 million by 2040. The only downside would be that it would have taken me 27 years to do so, but I surely would not be complaining if that's the case. The best time for me to start holding top coins, including Bitcoin, was when I started in 2013, but the next best time is today. I enjoy earning passive income with opportunities that can have massive growth, but I do feel that having a back to basic approach is also needed. So having shared that, I want to start a challenge to see if buying and holding crypto, especially Bitcoin, will yield a significant return over the years. The process of buying and holding Bitcoin doesn't have to be super expensive. In fact, there was a person who begged people to buy just $1 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago. And you can see his video here 10 years ago. It now has 4.9 million views. Just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, please. Each $1 purchase would have been worth approximately $74 to that person today. And if the price prediction holds true and it goes up to $1 million by 2040, that same $1 would be worth $1,250 by that time. Now, of course, the fees today would not allow me to buy just $1 worth of Bitcoin. But what if I did have $100 per month, or $50 per month, or $20 per month, etc.? I have a personal challenge to grow my Bitcoin balance as much as I can, but I will also start a public one here on the channel. In this challenge, each month I will be buying at least $100 worth of Bitcoin, and I may even throw in some other top cryptocurrencies as well. We're going to actually see what the growth of the coins are over that time period. Each month, I'm going to share the value that I spent versus the value of the current Bitcoin and P&L data. The data will actually look something like this. So it'll be just a Excel sheet that will have the date, the amount that I spent, the Bitcoin amount attained, the price, the fees, and then the actual P&L. So I've made my first purchase today and filled in all of the details. So here is proof of that purchase. You can see I spent $103.43. So here's the information of the P&L. So we purchased on May 1st, 2024. We ended up getting $99.90 worth of Bitcoin. This is the amount of Bitcoin that we attained at the price that we attained it. So it cost us $3.43 initially to attain the Bitcoin. However, if we take our total cost minus the amount of USD that we received in Bitcoin, we are actually sitting at a negative P&L right now of $3.53. So I don't know how this challenge is actually going to work out, but I'd rather try and fail than regret or wonder what if in the future. Anything can happen. It could be worth less than I spent. I could be break even. I could have a little bit more or a lot more. We're just going to have to see. So that's the excitement of it all, but it's transparent in my possession, and currently I can liquidate it if I wanted to very easily. So if you want to see me either fail or succeed in this challenge, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you could see the next episode. So if you want to see one way that I hope to have $100,000 producing me $10,000 per month in 24 months or less, check out this next video. And if you want to see what $100 can do and that same opportunity, I'll upload it here. So check out that video as well. And again, my name is Marquita. I'm with Team TRM. And as I always say, I'll see you at the top or not. You decide. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.